Hi, Questers! Did you know that May is Mental Health Awareness Month? So, for today's episode, why don't we talk about you? Yes, this episode is about you. First off, I want to ask, how are you really? One of the goals that I have with this channel is to help raise awareness about mental health, as I am a mental health advocate and a life coach. Before we start, let's do some quick mental health facts. Did you know that 1 out of 5 individuals suffer from mental health illness? Imagine meeting 5 people. Have you ever asked any one of them how they truly are doing? Maybe you should, because one of them could actually be going through something, and that simple "how are you" can make a difference. Anxiety is the most common mental illness in the world. It affects 284 million people. On the other hand, depression affects 264 million people of all ages. Anxiety is worry about the future, while depression is worrying about the past. That's the simplest way to put it. Globally, the most vulnerable population are those aged 15 to 29. How old are you? I know how stressful life could be no matter what age we are, but it's good to understand that mental health illnesses affects us more as we age. Prior to the pandemic, the Philippine National Center for Mental Health got an average of 80 calls monthly, but that number rose to nearly 400 pre-pandemic and lockdown. Wow, that's really alarming if you think about it, but that's the hard truth. The pandemic has indeed been a great challenge to anyone. Now, let's talk about some early warning signs of mental illness. Did you know that mental health illness can begin at any age and at any time? Let's have a self-check to help us determine or detect early signs of your mental health condition. Are you having trouble focusing and remembering things, constantly distracted by intrusive thoughts? Difficulty in concentrating is one of the most common signs of mental health illness, but it's also important to know what causes that. 2. Do you experience a roller coaster of emotions? Do you feel easily irritable? Or are there certain shifts from feelings of happiness, sadness, anger, or frustration? Mood changes is another sign. Again, there are many reasons why we have mood swings. Note that the mood swings I'm referring to are those that are major or significant and are not just caused by medication or even PMS for women. Are you able to carry out the usual activities and enjoy them? Do you isolate yourself? Are there changes in appetite and/or your sleep patterns? Behavior changes is the third one. If you find yourself suddenly becoming indifferent from the usual things that you enjoy, like activities, socialization, appetite, and sleep, that may be a sign. Do you experience chronic headaches, stomach pains, and other types of ache? Physical symptoms are also strong indicators of a mental health issue. These are unexplained aches and pains that manifests in our body because of our brain. These are psychosomatic. Do you constantly worry or fear things? Do you have overwhelming feelings of sadness? Intense emotions are also symptoms we need to be mindful of. Again, these emotions are normal, but when it starts to interfere with your normal waking or sleeping hours, it may already be a sign. Have you inflicted pain to yourself that caused injury or threat to life? Do you have suicidal thoughts? Physical harm is one of the red flags of a mental disorder. The best way to prevent it is early detection, diagnosis, and treatment. This is very serious and never a laughing matter. If you or a loved one have any of these signs, don't worry. Acting in a timely manner is very important. You can take the steps to get help or to give support to your family and friends who might be suffering from mental health issues. First of all, it's very important to look after your own mental health or your loved one's mental health. How can you do this? One is to keep in touch and encourage communication with your family, friends, and mental health professionals. 2. Take a moment to pause and breathe. 3. Keep active. Having regular exercises can help boost your mood and self-esteem. What we eat is vital to our brains so that we can stay healthy and function well. A diet that's good for physical health is also good for mental health. Next, reach out and respond. We can always help destigmatize mental health by educating other people. You can always express your desire to support those with mental health issues. 3. If you're having difficulties sharing your concerns with a family member or a trusted friend, or if you don't feel comfortable at all doing that, you have life coaches like me to help. All you need to do is reach out. Last is to seek help. Talk to a mental health professional. It's not a weakness to ask for help if you need one. Let's all raise awareness and make a difference in our own little ways, Questers. Don't forget that help is always available, and with help, we can be stronger and beat anything. I am a life coach, and again, don't forget that you could always send me a message if you need anything at all. Thank you, and I hope this was helpful. Love and light, Jan.